getting too old for this unhappy end. My story's been told again and again. Scratchy tune on my violin. A tired equation, but I want to get close to the flame. I want to feel a course through my veins, though I reel with the pleasure and pain. Oh, I'm gonna know what it is to remain separated. Hide and seek, child play, coming up close and running away, surging and crashing. There's longing that lives in us all, but I don't want to play Ophelia in the end, or lose myself to anyone ever again, or be a victim of passion, or set myself up for a fall. But I want to get close to the flame. I want to feel a course through my veins, though I reel with the pleasure and pain. Oh, I'm gonna know what it is to remain separated, separated. I feel a course through my veins, though I reel with pleasure and pain. Oh, I'm gonna know what it is to remain separated, 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 separated.
Eliza, your family, we touched upon, has been very musical. You're from several generations of musical family. Your father, Terry Gilkyson, you could probably tell us some of your favorite songs that your father's written. I mean, for Disney, Bare Necessities is probably one of the one that comes right to mind. But yeah, the one, and for Frank Sinatra and Harry Belafonte, I mean, it's just an incredible legacy. Do you manufacture into any of your shows or incorporate into any of your shows some of his songs or some of his influence? Does that come into your writing, or do you find yourself that maybe was a springboard for you for your own style?
Well, he was, I think, a foundation for my style. He was very melodic. He was a visceral songwriter. He was a natural songwriter. He wasn't, classically trained in any sense. He couldn't read music or anything. He just wrote from the gut, and he didn't. He was very humble about his gifts. I don't think he really realized how gifted he was, but he had an uncanny feel for melody, and he could beautifully craft a song, and in a traditional. He was very traditional in his songwriting craft, but he always could tap into some. There was also an emotional connection to the songs, even though he never wrote about from the I perspective, unless it was a story of someone else that he would use the I. But he always, he kept it impersonal, but you could always tell that there was something very emotionally connected to it.
That's beautiful, and it's a good, really great, message for you to picked up and lesson for you to have picked up.
Oh, I still hear his melodies. I mean, he never sat down with me and taught me songwriting, but I think in a way that was maybe for the best, because I probably would have railed against the machine then, but just by hearing it and hearing those melodies all my life, his melodies still, I hear them in my music still, yeah.
And is Easy Rider written about him?
Yeah, his band was called the Easy Riders,
Yeah.
and so the song Easy Rider, I wrote that after he died. It was very traumatic when he was.
Sure.
He was really the centerpiece of the family. So,
Eliza, one of the best places probably to know where you're playing is to consult your website, which would be www.elizagilkyson.com. On your website, there are background information for you. There's one photo that I love of you when you're a little girl with your father, and there's him playing, and then you and I guess your sister and brother.
I think it was Life magazine was doing an article on my dad, and so they took us all into this recording studio, and we sang this song of his, and it was such a sad song, One Man, a Natural Man. Oh, it was very sweet. But he worked out this whole little counter melody that my sister and I sang. But if you look at that photo on my website, you'll see my brother is turning and looking at us, and he remembers that day. He was only about 3 or 4. He says he remembers that day very well, that he was trying to figure out a way that he could hit me. He was trying to figure out, is there some way that I can hit her and not get in trouble?
Oh, that's so funny. It is it's a precious photo. I mean, it's such a timepiece, too. The little dresses you're wearing, the little shoes.
Well, what's really funny is you see my sister with her hands in her lap, and I have a picture at my dad's wake of the 3 of us sitting together singing, with all 3 of us just in the same positions there, and my sister sitting with her hands in her lap, exactly the same, only, 40 years later.